Welcome back everybody to Let's Play Final Fantasy Part 2 for the NES. My name's Essex and we're picking up right where we left off. We're in Provoca, we had just defeated the pirates and acquired the ship, and we also purchased ice for our black mage. So let's exit the town and our ship will be in the port. And let's jump right into it. Let's see. A shark. So sharks are pretty straightforward. They hit really hard. They have around 120 HP. And we kind of want to end the fight in 2 turns, hopefully. It's looking more like 3. And sharks are kind of one of my favorite enemies to fight, simply because there's really nothing to it. You just beat them down. They give decent experience and gold, and you go about your business. Now once we're done here with this shark, we're going to stop by Corneria, if we can get there, without any more encounters. And we're going to pick up some pewers. So pewers are basically antidotes in this game, and the reason why we're picking those up is mainly due to the fact that we're at the point in the game where we will start encountering poison enemies. And they're not very fun. Just, you know, you can get stuck in a really bad spot if you get poisoned at this point in the game, and you don't have hardly any healing potential, so you'll kind of just bleed out, and we really want to avoid that. So we were originally going to head to the Dwarves Cave, but I think I'm going to swing by up north, since we kind of want level 4 and 5 anyway, and we could go under the bridge there. But I'm going to kind of go out of my way here to see Matoya. Ooh, chance to strike first. Let's see if we can get rid... Actually, let's go back. We know we can kill the red Sahag in 1 turn for sure. Let's do that. And let's use 1 lightning, which is probably overkill. The red Sahag is an upgraded form of the regular Sahag, which they're kind of green like the shark. They have the same color scheme. And good. He has around 60 to 70 HP. I wasn't actually paying attention there, I'm just going to be honest. But I want to go up north here and swing by Matoya's cave. We can't really do anything there to progress the plot, but there are some items we want to grab. I believe there's a heal and a pure, or maybe a little bit of gold. I don't really remember. It's been a little bit since I played the game, about a few years. And like I said, we kind of want level 4 and 5 anyway, so the experience will help for sure. We could have went by Matoya's cave before going to Provoca, but it would have just made the trip a little bit longer and a little bit more risky, so we didn't do that. But since we're a little stronger now and we have the ship, it probably won't hurt too much to go up here. Let's go ahead and just dismiss these imps really quick like, just to get that little bit of extra gold. The next main town that we will be heading to is Elfheim. It's kind of to the south, and their prince is basically put under a spell by Astos. And we will be going to the first main dungeon in the game. It's kind of called the Marsh Cave, and to me it's the hardest part in the game, mainly due to how weak you are this early in the game and how strong the monsters are in there, more so the wizards that we will encounter. You can encounter up to 4 wizards in 1 fight, and we're hopefully going for the lesser amount. This is an asp, and he is one of the enemies that can poison us. We're going to fight it since we're not going too far away from Corneria. There's the poison. And like I said, we really want the experience. That's the only reason I'm fighting it. I believe asps give 30 experience. Alright. Cool. And you see here it swapped the fighter and the black mage. And that's because when a person gets poisoned in your party, they kind of swap spaces to be at the bottom, so they're less likely to get attacked. But we definitely want the fighter back up here at the front. Sometimes it can be really annoying when you get poisoned, mainly because you don't make the gold back to buy the pure. So like, we got 50 gold from the asp. Oh, cool. We want that anyway. But we got 50 gold from the asp, and the pures are 75, so it's not that great. We'll go ahead and talk to Matoya while we're here, just to get the story out there. She's looking for a crystal. Someone stole it. And we'll find out who that is later. And here is a old trick for the game. If you hold, or well, if you push B and select, you'll get the map. We'll demonstrate that in just a second. They put it in there backwards, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, I believe they all say the same thing. So, I'm not sure what I bound B to on the controller here, but let's try it out. Is this it? Cool. So this is all it does. It brings up the map and it kind of shows you the cities, and the little flashing kind of like plus symbol there is us. And let's get back to it. So those items will definitely come in handy. The heals will for sure. Some more imps. It's kind of nice seeing these imps, just to be honest, because we're going to be running into some pretty nasty enemies after this. I kind of don't want to run from them just because I really want that level 4 before I just dive into the marsh cave. I know somebody's going to die in there. I can just feel it. It's probably going to be a mage or a black belt. But either way, hopefully it goes pretty smoothly and there's not a lot of blood. I'm not sure if I'm going to go out of my way for the items in there just yet. It's just mainly the possible monsters you can get, not having spells that attack all enemies at once. It's just going to be fun all around. Monsters strike first here with the gray imps. Let's go ahead and put the fighter and black belt on one of each. So really, this is kind of the point in the game where people do their grinding. You don't really have to grind too much throughout the rest of the game, but people like to be level 5, level 6 in that area before they do Marsh Cave, just to make it easier, especially if they have mages in their party. I myself, I kind of don't want to do that, but I kind of do at the same time just to keep it simple, since this is technically the only part in the game that's really rough. And here is the regular Sahag. Let's go ahead and dismiss him. And let's use an ice on the shark. Ice can hit kind of high. It depends on how it rolls, really, with the damage value. But, see, 50. That's not bad at all. Especially when it's used against an aquatic creature. Awesome. He's still alive. I'm going to actually save that cure, just in case. Believe it or not, the shark can actually tear into the black belt pretty well. And that's why I'm saving it, just in case it takes another round. There we go. I can see the future. No, in all honesty, it's just the black belt's more likely to get hit than the black mage. So hopefully we end the fight before someone dies. Good deal, the black mage came through in the end. So we should be getting close to that level up. I believe it was around 280 to 290 required for it when we started. Let's go ahead and save here and restore our magic. And let's head up to the Dwarf's Cave. Now normally there's nothing we can really do at the Dwarf's Cave other than collect some gold from some chests. But believe it or not, that gold's going to come in handy, especially before Marsh Cave. More so if you grind up and can get to where you can use fire too, the gold would be invaluable. Let's see. Ogre, cool. Ogre's not too bad. It's kind of like a shark on land, really. It just hits hard, has a decent amount of HP. So we bought ice mainly for the ogres. It's not that ice is super effective against them. Ice just has a higher damage range than the other two spells, and it kind of helps get through them. Ogres, yep, have around 100 HP, and we just mainly want to fight them because they give gold and pretty decent experience. See, not too bad at all. More so at Elfheim, they come accompanied by a few creeps. And here is level 4. So the fighter has 117 HP, black belt gets 98, white mage is at 80, and Dan the man gets 73. And here's the Dwarf's Cave. So the chests that we want are just up here. 575 gold. Let's walk through the chair. 450 gold. And that will definitely come in handy. Let's swing back around here. Chance to strike first. Do I really want to fight this encounter? Let's do it. Let's try fire. I really just want to get rid of one of them before their next turn, mainly because of the poison status. If only one person gets poisoned, then I'll consider the fight worth it. If two get poisoned, I'm probably just going to cry a little bit. Let's go ahead and use another charge of fire. I really don't like dealing with that, mainly. I was hoping to end it again before he could attack, but oh well. It's not that poison's really a big deal, it's just that the menuing kind of gets a little old, I know. So let's go ahead and get rid of the poison, and let's swap the Black Mage and Fighter again. And boom. Right back into the action. Double Ogre. Now this could be good, or it could be bad as well. Let's see. Assuming it takes 2 rounds per ogre, 2 to 3. Yeah, it could go either way. But this is looking pretty good so far, especially if they attack the fighter. Amazing. It's kind of like they want us to win. I was thinking about healing the Black Mage there, but I would much rather just see how it goes. Hopefully we can get rid of one here. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and cast a heal on the Black Mage. I have had situations where an ogre has crit my mages, especially for like in the high 60s. And the Black Mage to me right now is more important than the Black Belt and the Fighter. And the Fighter's not going to die, I'm just going to be honest. Like, the Fighter could probably 1v2 these guys. And unless he gets crit, he won't die. Let's see. Come on, finish him up. Nope, missed. Not a big deal. We can still swing by Corneria just to heal up really quickly. So, you know, it's really nice if you do that. Get your magic charges back, and so forth. Seems like we're having a really long encounter here with this Ogre. 31. I'm still debating in my mind whether I want to go to Marsh Cave now or not. Just because it's so, like, intimidating. It's more so that with this party it's a little intimidating. Let's go ahead and heal, and we've used all of the black magic. Just give him the knife. Good deal. Even sharks, like, man, they just tear into the fighter. 25 from the black belt. Hopefully our fighter can take another hit. Or the white mage. That works. This party really grows into form, kind of once you get past Marsh Cave and you start getting magic. It's like I said, probably the hardest part of the game is just dealing with the Marsh Cave and getting past it. The Earth Cave is pretty rough, but I actually enjoy it a lot more than I do Marsh Cave. Let's see if we can stop here and heal up. Cool. I believe it's pretty cheap here too at the end, just to heal up, and then we can go right down there to Elfheim. 30 gold, not too bad, considering that we have 2200. No. Okay. Are you gonna move? Let me out? Yes. So now we head south from this port and we'll end up in Elfheim. Monsters strike first, and Odd Eyes. So as you saw there, Odd Eyes can use gaze and paralyze your party members, but they have like hardly any HP. Normally I'd probably run from this. I'm still debating on it. Do I want to fight it or do I want to run? You know what? We're gonna go for it. I said I would fight some of the more annoying encounters in the game, so let's actually do sleep and see how well it does. This fight could really go kind of south. It really depends on who they attack. 2 stuns out. This is starting to look like a zombie fight. 3 stuns. He's cured though. So, alright, good. Good. Okay, that bottom one. And the top right one. So the odd eyes don't really have that much HP. I'm going to use lightning on this one just to make sure that it dies. Only 2 sahags were awake there, so the damage intake should be pretty minimal. Of course, the black belt's going to miss. It's like you had one job to hit the asleep enemy that you somehow missed. Alright. I still don't regret the fight just yet. I'm sure that might change still. Luckily, they're not tearing into people as bad as I thought they would. I'm just going to go ahead and just go magic crazy here, just because the fighter and white mage are stunned. That kind of limits me a little bit here. Finally, the fighter is back in action. Let's go ahead and put both of them there, and then do I want to heal the white mage? Like, the smart decision is yes, but let's just live life on the edge. We're gonna do it. Ice to the Sahag, gets rid of him. Good. So one more attack this round from the enemies, and good. I feel silly, like, for actually fighting this, but let's see. Hopefully it'll be worth it. Get some decent gold and experience. It's more so the time that it takes, really. 58 experience points and 170 gold. Let's see. Let's check how much we need. 296 isn't bad, actually. Let's go ahead and heal these guys up. Let's do one more on the black mage. So we don't have healing now, since we just expended all the charges. And I figured we would get one fight at least, and it is an ogre. I think we have one charge of ice left. This is just going perfectly for me so far. I'm super happy. This could have been extremely bad. You know, just even going to the dwarf cave, you can just lose people. And even in the water, the shark can crit somebody. Look at that amazing fight right there. Beautiful. If only it worked like that every time. Yeah, let's go in and rest up. Simply because I am going to grind out that level 5 since we are so close to it. I feel like there's no reason not to. Real quick here. Let's actually make a few purchases. I know there is a silver sword here, but I can't really afford it. I definitely want these iron nunchucks for the black belt. Personally, I don't believe in them. Do I want a saber? Let's grab a saber. Okay. I don't believe in the iron nunchucks because of mainly, I don't know. It says it does more damage. Like if you look here at the black belt, 16 damage, 14 hit. Let's throw on the iron one. 20 damage, 14 hit. So it says it's a damage increase, but it always feels the same to me. 24, 24. Let's equip his old weapon. 20 and 24, so 4 more damage. Cool. Need to make a mental note that the saber is a 4 damage upgrade and the iron nunchucks is a 4 damage upgrade. I figured why not, since we would still have gold for fire too. Let's go ahead and grind a few fights here and monster strike first. And the regret is filling me deeply. Let's just go ahead and use a fire, because I know they're just going to love poisoning me here. 10 damage. Maybe fire is not the way to go for asps. Okay, let's see if we can... Let's try lightning. I kind of want to make sure it just dies. You know, I risk getting 2 poisons on my team here. Cool. 61 experience points, 100 gold. Let's go ahead and use this pure. And let's get back into it. Like I said, I really don't want to grind too much, but I feel like level 5, since I'm so close to it, isn't too much grinding. This is where I do my grinding, especially this part in the game. You will get arachnids and wolf packs here, but they are they're not so frequent, you know? It's mainly ogres and creeps. Let's see. Double wolves. We're just gonna run away from this one as well. And since it's getting about that time, I might let the video go a little bit longer, up to 25 minutes here. I just want to make sure I get the level up and get the fire too. If we're not there in 25 minutes, then we'll just cancel it. It's cool. It's no big deal. We'll pick it up in the next video. But I really just want a whole video mainly for our marsh cave, just because I know it's going to be rough in there. There is an ogre. Let's go ahead and have you cure the black mage, just in case. Let's get rid of this ice. Good dodge. 80 damage, that's why we love ice. 31, what a beautiful fight. We don't mind the gold either. Hopefully get another ogre spawn, maybe a few creeps. This is definitely not what we wanted. Let's just get away, hopefully. There we go. The person in the top slot of your party, like my fighter, has the highest chance to run, I believe. The game is really weird. Thieves are normally supposed to have a higher chance to run, but it doesn't work in the NES version. We're just gonna cast sleep while we're spamming run, just because of the amount of gray wolves here, great wolves, whatever. Let's go ahead and heal up, just in case monsters strike first. We'll save that one last charge. You don't have to be too careful since you're right by the town here, but just a little precaution never hurts. Let's go ahead and try and get rid of this ogre. Let's try and one round it. You know, now that I'm trying to one round it, it's not going to happen. Let's see. So if we have a good ice roll here, it'll be good to go. 38 just wasn't enough. Let's put the fighter and the red mage on that ogre, and let's hit the creep with the fire. Creeps are weak to fire, I believe, so let's see how well it does. 31 from the black belt. Fighter finishes the ogre, and 38, which is pretty decent. And we get some more gold. If we could get a silver sword, that would be awesome, but it's definitely not going to happen, especially with the amount of magic that is way better. Okay, one arachnid. It can poison me, but it can also poison me if I just spam run, so let's try and kill it. Good, good. Hopefully we kill it now. And like with all spiders, you definitely want to burn them. I'm just kidding, of course. I know people tend to freak out over spiders a little bit. That level should be any second here. 35 experience points for one spider isn't bad. It's just you risk getting poisoned. More wolves. Let's just run. Not really a lot to say other than the fact that I really don't like fighting the wolves, like ever. I've never liked fighting wolves. Alright, chance to strike first. You sold me. I'm here. Let's try lightning this time. I don't remember if we tried it earlier. That's definitely better than fire, I think, for asps. Okay, cool. I'll never understand how you can have the jump on an enemy and then miss. But that's the early part of the game. Like I said, you're going to miss quite a lot. At least until the accuracy gets higher. Oh, no. No, no, no. Get away. Run away. Poisoned. Okay. Oh, we actually can't get rid of it, so let's go in and buy a pure, and we'll just have to hit that level in the next video. Not a big deal. Our white mage is kind of dying here, but she actually won't die while you're walking on the overworld map. If a round goes by in the fight, she'll die from it, but in the overworld, she will not. Let's just go ahead and make these purchases here really quick. I do want to buy a few pewers, mainly for Marsh Cave. And I'm gonna actually pick up one cabin just to heal up. Actually, let's grab 2. No, 1 is enough. 1 is enough. 1 is definitely enough. So let's see. If you rest at the end, it won't get rid of the poison status. That little buzzing sound was the poison status. Basically, every step you take drains their life. And let's swap her really quickly. And if you hit B, it'll make that noise as well in that menu, but it exits immediately. Yep, rests up for 100 gold. And this is a pretty good stopping point. So if you liked it, let me know. And if you guys have any suggestions, I kind of recorded this one before I uploaded the first part as well. I just want to keep it kind of 2 videos ahead, so I always have that video ready to upload. I'm leaning towards 25 minutes now for the videos, mainly because 20 and 25, give or take, seems pretty decent. If you guys really like it and you would like 2 videos a day, let me know. 2 different Let's Plays going, just let me know. I'm up for suggestions. I'm very new to this, and I'm still a little shy with everything. Like I said, mainly just the Let's Play part of the channel I'm going to be pretty shy with. Everything else I'll be okay with. But yeah, any recommendations, any suggestions, any tips, please, or any constructive criticism, you know, just let me know. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and have an awesome day.